Hey guys, Joanne here with Newegg TV. I'm here to do an overview on this PNY GeForce GTX 770 Accelerate Enthusiast Edition graphics card. This is the 2GB edition and it is also overclocked. And on Newegg, if you purchase this on Newegg, you get the Batman Arkham Origins game with it for a limited time, so hop to it. There are some features listed on the box that I would like to go over before actually opening it up. So first up, like I mentioned in the intro, you get 2048 megabytes or 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, 256-bit memory interface, and a memory bandwidth of 230 gigabytes per second. You also get a memory clock of 1800 megahertz or 7200 megahertz effective. And this is overclocked, so you get a core clock of 1150 megahertz and a boost clock of 1202 megahertz. This also comes with a dual fan setup, cooler setup. Paul did the video for the triple fan edition one, so you could go ahead and look at that video if you're curious. One more thing, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Ooh. On the other side, some key features. It comes with 15 36 CUDA cores, as well as 128 texture units and 32 render output units. And went over the memory already, as well as the clock speeds. And here's a list of the NVIDIA features that it comes with, such as NVIDIA TXAA, PhysX, FXAA, Adaptive Vertical Sync, Surround, and of course also NVIDIA GPU Boost 2.0. And basically this is the cards for the card's auto overclocking capabilities. If the card gets too hot, it lowers the overclock, and so it's based on temperature. Very useful feature. And this card also supports up to 4 simultaneous displays, and it supports DirectX 11.1 as well as OpenGL 4.3 and OpenCL support. Also is 3D vision ready, SLI ready, and comes with NVIDIA CUDA technology. One more thing is that you'll need a 600 watt or greater power supply to run this card effectively. Oh, and of course, how could I forget? It is NVIDIA Shield ready. And any desktop 650 or above GPU is Shield enabled. Here's a look at everything in the box, the card itself, but first, the accessories. Of course, you get an install guide, how to plug it into your system, as well as getting the drivers for it. You can either get the drivers via the CD installation disc, or it is recommended to go online to find the latest, most updated drivers, so your card will run the smoothest and best possible. And here is a very useful dual 6-pin peg to 8-pin peg power adapter, and basically this is in case your power supply doesn't support 8-pin. DVI to VGA connector in case you still have an older VGA monitor. I mean, some people still have those. Here's a closer look at the card. Have a ruler here, and measuring from the bracket to the end, it's about 10.5 inches. The exact measurement is 10.63 inches or 270 millimeters, whichever measurement you prefer. So you'll notice that on the top of the card, you get a shroud with these yellow racing stripes. It is all metal. Very cool. And you also get 2 90mm downdraft fans, so it is blowing air into the heatsink and it is dispersing on either this end as well as this end. And you'll notice that you get an aluminum heatsink. It comes with 42 fins as well as 5 thick copper heat pipes. But you won't get to see the heat pipes very well unless you turn it to the side. Well, I mean, you get a better view of it. And on the side of the shroud, you get these gaps on this side. I'm just gonna remove this, as well as this side. And on this end, you get a better view of the fins. Now I am going to flip it over onto this end. Well, actually, before the PCB. Let's go over the power connectors. You get a 6-pin and 8-pin, and they come in a stacked formation. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over here. So on the side of the PCB, you'll notice that the PCB is shorter than the full length of the card. this PCB and the cooler are custom by PNY. It's not based on the reference design by NVIDIA. And you also get these Phillips head screws here, so you can remove the cooler if you want. And underneath here, on the other side, is your GK104 GPU, which is the same as the ones used in the GTX 680 cards. Now, down here at the bottom, this is your PCIe Gen 3 connector. And up here at the top, your 2 SLI fingers for connecting 2, 3, or I believe 4-way SLI. Finally, here's a look at the rear ports. You get some ventilation for the air to exhaust, as well as 2 dual-link DVI connectors. Here's DVI-D for digital-only connection, and DVI-I for both digital and analog connections. Next to that, HDMI out and full display port. You also get max res of 2060 by 1600. Couple things I'd like to go over before closing out the video is that this is a dual slot card, which means it'll take up 2 slots in the system. This is just something to make a note of for clearance issues when you are building. And one more thing is that it has a TDP of 230 watts. That wraps up our overview on this PNY GeForce GTX 770 Accelerate Enthusiast Edition graphics card. Once again, this is the 2GB edition and it is overclocked. I'm Joanne, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our Newegg YouTube channel. Thanks for watching Newegg TV, and we'll see you next time.